So contrary to popular belief, not everything I do around here turns up on video. And as evidence of that, I'll show you the spot where my Volkswagen used to sit. You might remember I had the red Volkswagen sitting here. And when you leave a car sitting in your yard, the grass grows up around the edge of it and it's hard to mow and it makes a big mess. So my neighbors, I try to be considerate of my neighbors. When I got an old car sitting in the yard with grass growed up around it, and I think that's not so good. So my neighbor has some place out back there, and he said he wouldn't mind if I put it there, so I pulled that and the other one, the body, around and parked them out back, because I'm not going to work on them right away. Right now I'm kind of focusing on the Ford and the rat rod, and I'm going to be working on the rat rod clutch this morning. And I got the bike out and cleaned it up yesterday. I'm going to start driving it to work right off soon too. So kind of left a mess here with my tools out here. But on this Ford, I didn't bring my glasses so I won't be able to see what I'm talking about. But on this Ford, I was looking on eBay for a new rocker shaft, and I found a guide where it tells you how to read the numbers off the sides of the rocker arms to figure out what the ratio is. Let me get these where I can see them. There's numbers. You can see the numbers right there, maybe, if my camera's clear enough for you to see them. And according to the book, what a 55 Ford should have is 143s, whereas a 56 Ford would have 154s, I think. Anyway, in order, and I was going to try to buy a whole, there's a whole rocker shaft for sale, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to buy the whole thing. It's all fresh and rebuilt and everything. But, you know, if I can't get a new one, even if I just bought the shaft, I could take all these parts and replace them on the shaft. The Ford is going to sit for a few days while I get parts. And I need to get all my wrenches off. It reminds me of Cutworm, because Cutworm showed a video and he had all his sockets piled all over the front of his Triumph. But I need to get all my wrenches off of this baby, because I'm going to try to get under it today and bleed that clutch. And where this car sits so close to the ground, getting under it can be a little bit of a challenge. But I am going to kind of focus on getting that done today. And we're going to have some fun time today. Me and Honey Baby's already talked about it. At some point we're going to take the boat out to the lake and just do a little riding around, just because I think it would be cool to do so. So there's that. Oh, and my toolbox got put to use pretty quickly here. As soon as I started working on that Ford, I started having to go through my toolbox and figure out where all my tools were. That's the thing, is when you got them all sitting in one place and you move them, then you have to go through a re-education process. And I ain't done. I still got some empty drawers. I may make this a metric drawer. And this drawer is full of Deepwell 3/8 inch sockets. These are my 3/8 inch ratchets. I'm going to run out of drawers. I got an empty drawer there for some Deepwell 1/2 inch stuff. And then I got this space in the top, which I'd love to fill with screwdrivers or pliers, but I kind of like the way I got my screwdrivers and pliers laid out under there, because I know where they're at and all. So that box may not be big enough to do everything I want, but it'll help me get things sort of organized. It'll be a good start, I'll put it that way.